Mesdames,
Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby open the ceremony for the signing of the agreement. I should like to ask the President of the Confederation, Mr. Kurt Vogler, to make his statement. Mr. President, Mr. General Secretary, during the night, you requested that I come and open this meeting, which marks the close of your meeting in Geneva. I'm doing so as the representative of the host country, a country which, like all other countries, is concerned that better understanding between you be established. You didn't want to leave Geneva without signing, the two of you, a document which would record the results of your talks. This ceremony is then your own ceremony. And this is why, Mr. President and Mr. General Secretary, I should like to say quite simply to you that our hopes, our thoughts, and our wishes for encouragement will always be with you throughout your sincere endeavors to establish just and lasting peace. I should now like to give the floor to His Excellency, the General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics.
Вы имеете в своем распоряжении совместно согласованный документ.
You've already been handed the joint statement.
Мы с президентом
The President and I
проделали большую работу.
have done a huge amount of work.
Обстоятельно,
We've gone into great detail.
углубленно,
We've really done it in depth.
со всей прямотой и откровенностью.
And we've done it totally
Мы
openly
обсудили
and
ряд
frankly.
крупнейших проблем
We've discussed several most important issues.
отношений между нашими странами
The relations
и
between our two
современного
countries
положения в мире.
and the situation in the world in general today.
Проблем, решения которых теснейшим образом
These are
затрагивает
issues and
интересы наших
problems,
народов,
the solving of which in the most
да и народов других
concrete
стран.
way is of concern both to our countries and to the peoples of other
Обсуждали мы
countries in the
их,
world.
исходя из
We've
подтвержденного
discussed these issues
обеими сторонами
based on our
намерения
discussions on
улучшить
both sides'
отношения
determination
между
to
СССР
improve relations
и
between
Соединенными
the Soviet
Штатами
Union
Америки,
and the United States of America.
содействовать уменьшению
We've decided
угрозы
that we
ядерной
must
войны,
help to decrease the
недопущению
threat
гонки
of nuclear
ядерных
war.
вооружений
We must
в
not
космосе
allow the
и
arms
прекращение
race to move off on into
ее
space,
на Земле.
and we must cut it down on Earth.
Уже само по себе
It goes without
такое
saying
обсуждение мы
that
считаем
discussions of this
полезным.
sort we consider to be very useful.
Его результаты довольно полно отражены
And in its results,
согласованном
you'll find
сторонами
a clear
совместном
reflection
заявлении.
of what the two sides have agreed together.
Надо быть реалистами и прямо
We have to
сказать,
be realistic and
Решение
straightforward.
важнейших вопросов, связанных с задачей
And
прекращения
therefore,
гонки вооружений и
the
укрепления
solving of the
мира,
most important problems concerning
на
the arms
данной
race and
встрече найти
increasing hopes of peace.
не удалось.
We didn't succeed in
Между
reaching
нами
at this
продолжают
meeting.
оставаться крупные
So, of
разногласия по
course, there are
принципиальным
important
вопросам.
disagreements on matters of principle that remain between
Однако мы
us.
с президентом
However, the President and I
условились,
have agreed
что работа по поиску
that this work of
взаимоприемлемых решений
seeking mutually
этих
acceptable
важнейших вопросов будет настойчиво
decisions for
продолжено
these questions
здесь,
will be
в Женеве,
continued here in
нашими
Geneva
представителями.
by our representatives.
Предстоят и поиски новых форм
We're
развития
also going to seek new
двусторонних
kinds of developing bilateral
отношений.
Soviet-American relations.
Предстоят также дальнейшие
And also we're
консультации
going to have further
по ряду
consultations
региональных проблем,
on several
по которым наши позиции
important
в большинстве
questions,
случаев
where
совершенно
for the most part
различны.
our positions again are completely different.
Все это мы считаем,
All this
а именно предстоящие
we consider
обсуждения,
these forthcoming talks
полезным.
to be very, very useful.
Но действительное значение всего,
But
о чем мы с президентом условились,
significance of everything which we have agreed with
может
the President
проявиться лишь в конкретных
can
практических
only,
делах.
of course, be reflected if we carry it on into
Если мы
concrete
по-настоящему
measures.
хотим чего-то добиться,
If we really want to succeed in something,
обеим сторонам
then both
необходимо
sides
проделать большую
are going to
работу
have to do an awful lot
в
of
духе
work
принятого нами
in
совместного
the spirit
заявления.
of the joint commission, the joint
Хочу в этой
statement
связи
which we have put out.
заявить,
And in this connection, I would like to
Советский Союз
announce that the Soviet
со
Union,
своей стороны,
for its part,
будет прилагать все усилия,
will do all it
чтобы в
can
сотрудничестве с
in
Соединенными
this
Штатами
cooperation
Америки
with the United States of America
добиваться практического
in order
решения
to achieve
задач
practical
свертывания
results,
гонки вооружений, сокращения
to cut
накопленных
down the
арсеналов,
arms race, to cut down the
обеспечения
arsenals which
условий
we've
для
piled up,
прочного мира между нашими
and
народами,
produce the conditions which
надежного
will be
мира на
necessary
Земле и в
for
космосе.
peace on Earth and in space.
Мы заявляем это с полным
We make
сознанием
this
своей
announcement
ответственности
perfectly aware of
перед
our
собственным народом
responsibility both
и
to our own
другими
people
народами
and to the
мира.
other peoples of the earth.
И очень хотели бы рассчитывать
And
на
we would
такой же
very
ответственный
much
подход
hope that we
со
can have the
стороны
same approach
администрации
from the
Соединенных Штатов
administration of the
Америки.
United States of America.
Тогда работа,
If
проделанная
that
в
can
эти
be
дни в
so,
Женеве,
then the work
не
which has
будет
been done in these
напрасной.
days in Geneva will not have been
Хочется в
done in
заключении
vain. I would like
искренне
to finish
поблагодарить
by
правительство
thanking most
Швейцарии
profoundly
за
the
созданные
government
им
of
условия
Switzerland
для
for
нашей
the
работы.
conditions which they've
Благодарю за
created for
внимание.
us to be able to work. Thank you for your attention.
I should now like to give the floor to His Excellency, the President of the United States of America.
Thank you. President Fergler, General Secretary Gorbachev, may I express Nancy and my deep personal appreciation and that of all Americans to the people of Switzerland for welcoming us so warmly and preparing the foundations for productive discussions. Yours is a long and honorable tradition of promoting international peace and understanding. You should take pride in being the capital for international discussions. So again, to the government of Switzerland and to the citizens of Geneva, many, many thanks. We've packed a lot into the last 2 days. I came to Geneva to seek a fresh start in relations between the United States and the Soviet Union, and we have done this. General Secretary Gorbachev and I have held comprehensive discussions covering all elements of our relationship. I'm convinced that we are heading in the right direction. We've reached some useful interim results, which are described in the joint statement that is being issued this morning. In agreeing to accelerate the work of our nuclear arms negotiators, Mr. Gorbachev and I have addressed our common responsibility to strengthen peace. I believe that we have established a process for more intensive contacts between the United States and the Soviet Union. These 2 days of talks should inject a certain momentum into our work on the issues between us, a momentum we can continue at the meeting that we have agreed on for next year. Before coming to Geneva, I spoke often of the need to build confidence in our dealings with each other. Frank and forthright conversations at the summit are part of this process. But I'm certain General Secretary Gorbachev would agree that real confidence in each other must be built on deeds, not simply words. This is the thought that ties together all the proposals that the United States has put on the table in the past, and this is the criteria by which our meetings will be judged in the future. The real report card on Geneva will not come in from months or even years, but we know the questions that must be answered. Will we join together in sharply reducing offensive nuclear arms and moving to non-nuclear defensive strengths or systems to make this a safer world? Will we join together to help bring about a peaceful resolution of conflicts in Asia, Africa, and Central America, so that the peoples there can freely determine their own destiny without outside interference? Will the cause of liberty be advanced? And will the treaties and agreements signed, past and future, be fulfilled? The people of America, the Soviet Union, and throughout the world are ready to answer yes. I leave Geneva today and our fireside summit determined to pursue every opportunity to build a safer world of peace and freedom. There's hard work ahead, but we are ready for it. General Secretary Gorbachev, we ask you to join us in getting the job done, as I'm sure you will. Thank you.
It is now my honor to invite His Excellency, the Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, and His Excellency, the Secretary of State for the United States of America, to come to the rostrum.
Je déclare clos.
I hereby adjourn the meeting for the signing of the agreement.